So he'll get like 20 or 30 business plans, right? And then he'll take a look and read the business plans and go, oh, that's good. And I'll just duplicate it and put it in my own shell, right? And then pump the stock. So, the SPAC is the same way of doing that, except you have a lot more money at stake, right? So you'll have a guy with a hedge fund, because the hedge fund guys have like figured out, instead of making 300 million this year, why don't I make a couple of billion? A SPAC is like a publicly traded vehicle that's already trading that lacks a business. Then it goes and acquires a business, like almost what they call a blank check, like you've written there, my friend, blank check, right?
A blank check.
Check, right? Or is the stock promoter, who's this really fat guy named Bailey, he used to say, "I love you Canadians. You don't throw me in jail for writing bad checks." And that's why he's this guy from Florida. He's like, "I love Vancouver, right? I can write as many bad checks as I want." Anyway, so DraftKings, right? And where's your DKNG here? Right. Oh, let me get you the F-cell chart before I get carried away. So if you have something that's really hot, like gambling, right? Ooh, let's do a gambling deal, right? So what you do is, here's where you start, and you do your little, I don't know when they did the transaction, but you get friends and family in here, first pump, sell a bunch of stock, take it back down, buy the stock back, and then you just go back and forth in this washing machine and clean it. And then you wait for some nice good news, and you wait till you've bought back all the stock, and kaboom, right? Nice back up, hammer it back down and sell into the buying, and just do it again. It's like an ATM. It's a beautiful thing, right? Yeah. So SPAC is a very sophisticated publicly traded shell, right? But if you get like somebody like one of these Einhorn guys, or Robert Friedland, or one of these billionaire fund guys, they're going to find a hot deal to put into it.
Yep.
So they can start selling paper right away.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve, correct me if I'm wrong, but the stock that they get, right, when you do a SPAC, the people who have the stock, that's free trading paper, right? That's not 144 stock, right? Be like aged debt or something like that that's convertible. Yeah. So they got free trading shares, right? Free trading stock is the best. Just ask Chris Hanks. He's got a whole warehouse full of it. Because that means you can sell it at any time. How do I raid this warehouse?
You rate
So a
at your own
SPAC,
risk.
yeah.
You rate at your own risk.
Yeah. So the SPAC, now Steve's got some really good info on SPACs, and there are some ones that are really good. And what you want to do is you want to buy the SPACs that are being done by proper villains, right? People with deep pockets, right? Who will move this thing like this DraftKings. Whoever did this, right? These guys knew what they were doing. And they did a beautiful job. And this kind of thing, you can take these trades and you can use your levels and your candle wax and profile and everything to get in and out, stuff like that. Right? Put Friedland's on there too. I don't know what the hell he's going to do, but make sure that you get Robert Flynn. That guy can hang paper. Yeah, just trading it, right? Like anything else, don't get married to these things and don't believe the hype, right? If the chart's telling you to get the hell out, get the hell out. The difference between an IPO is when you do an IPO, you do an S1 filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission. That's called a registration statement. Then that has to be approved, you see. And then what they do is they go through this process, you go through it. Then those shares have to be registered in a filing, right? Some IPOs, you're going to need an underwriter, right? So you'll have to get an investment bank, right? And they're ghouls and you have to give them a chunk of the deal or they charge a fee to take you public. The Dog and Pony Show. Those were good, man. I love Dog and Pony shows. You always got free lunch, right? Like my guys from Long Island, they would go to those Dog and Pony shows and it'd always be like at Roots Chris or something like that. And they'd like, yeah, I'll take a steak and I'll take 2 to go. Smithel and Walensky's. Yeah, no kidding. I love that place. ACLS? Sure. One sec, Jude. That's the only thing the internet killed. All those like Dog and Pony shows. Because they got to wine and dine the investors, right? Like you never pay for dinner if you were a retail broker back in the day.